Welcome to chapter 35 of the book of Job. Elihu continues another chapter, and I think the 36 is also Elihu replying to the things of Job. Its title is Elihu urges Job to plead with the Lord. I'll read a little in the Greek and then we'll go through the book. An undertaking, Elihu says, Ipolavon de Eliu legi, ti tuto igiso en krisi, si tisi oti ipas dikeosi mi, enantion Kyriou. An undertaking, Elihu says, what is this you? And every place I have you underlined, it's Job. I suppose I didn't have to do it, but actually originally I was thinking about putting my name or your name, Harry or Jane, and you can do the same thing as you see this underlined. What is this, Job? You, Job, esteemed in equity, or you, Harry, or me, Charles? What is it that we esteemed in equity? What have we done correctly is basically what Elihu is saying. And then he's saying, you, who are you? You're Job, who are you? And that you said, I am just before the Lord. For shall you say, how should I have committed sinning? I shall give to you an answer, and to your three friends. Look up into the heaven, and behold, study the clouds, how high they are from you. If you sinned, what will you do? And even if in many things you acted lawlessly, what are you able to do? If we have sinned, what can we do? But we can do something because we have Jesus as our deliverer from the wrath of God. And Job didn't see that, and nor Elihu. It's like basically, if you do the bad things, then what can you do about them? Since then you are just, what shall you give to him? Or what shall he take from out of your hand? And anyone that thinks that they have not sinned, what can they do about it? What can they give money to God? Or can they go to a priest and the priest will give them absolution? No. God is not going to take anything like that. The only thing that God will accept is our belief in his Son, Jesus Christ. And then you don't have to climb Mount Everest to reach God. You don't have to do miracles. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to go to college. Anybody can be accepted by God through their belief in his Son, Jesus Christ, who died a horrible death, but rose from the dead to prove that he can raise anyone. If he can raise himself from the dead, then he certainly can raise you and I. And Elihu continues, to a man likened to you of your impiety, and to a son of man of your righteousness. So it could go either way. You're impious or you're righteous. The one being extorted by a multitude shall cry out. So now he's talking about people that have been had bad things happen to them. Shall they yell because of the arm of many? Or if you have done wrong, can you go and find a lot of people that will go to God and say that you are innocent? No, even that won't work. And one said not, where is the God who made me, the one delegating the nightly watches? So the disbelief in God, and one said not, where is the God who made me? Or it could be a question here. And said not, where is the God who made me, the one delegating the nightly watches, the one separating me from the four-footed beasts of the earth and from the birds of the heaven? Where is God, the one who made me? And he has done these things that it says, but even the animals of the heaven, it says, there they shall cry out. I believe he's talking about these creatures, the four-footed, the birds of the heaven, and in no way shall one listen, even because of the insolence of wicked men. It's no matter who cries out, there is nothing accepted by God except for the belief in Jesus Christ today. Back in those days, of course not. Jesus had not appeared. There was no forgiveness of sins. The law of Moses probably had not occurred yet, because this might have been back in the time of the fathers, Abraham and so forth. Elihu then continues, for things out of place, the Lord does not want to behold. So now he's describing God. God doesn't want to see things out of place, for he is the Almighty. He is an observer of the ones completing lawless deeds. And we mentioned that a lot in the last chapter. God watches everything that we do. In the lawless deeds he sees, and he will deliver me. He's the only one that can. And again, the deliverance to these people at that time is different than it is for us today. It could be, he is an observer of the ones completing lawless deeds, and will he deliver me? And it could be a question mark, I suppose. And you plead before him, if you are able to praise him as he is. And now that he is not numbering his anger, he's a forgiving God, and he knows not exceeding transgressions, well, that would be good. Well, even though Job, acting in folly, opens his own mouth, and in ignorance he weighs down words. Again, the condemnation of Job even by Elihu. Job's just opening his mouth and saying a bunch of things, and they are not going to affect God in one way. And then in the next video seminar on chapter 36, Elihu proposes to teach Job the things that he would have him to know. Hope you'll join us in the next video seminar and find out what Elihu proposes. And until then, God bless.